What's going on, guys? It's Rob from Heroes Avenue. Happy Monday. Hope you guys are all doing well. There is so much to talk about in the world of DC today, and specifically, we're going to be focused on the Zack Snyder's Justice League side of things today because, of course, there's only, 17 days left until we see this movie, guys. I cannot wait. I am so hyped. So we're going to be talking about a bunch of things. You know, it's Zack Snyder's birthday. There's some Henry Cavill. There's a little bit of hope on the Henry Cavill side of things. We'll talk about that and what you guys think about it. Zack Snyder appeared on IGN Fan Fest, and we're going to talk about takeaways from that. Junkie XL went on to a live stream with Film Junkie, and that was awesome. Amber Heard replaced as Mera. Is that true or not? So we're going to be talking about all this stuff, guys. Before we get started, please do hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'm going to just say it out right now. This is going to be feeling more like a live stream today. I know we haven't done a live stream in a while because the last live stream I did got cut out because of my old computer. So I do have a new setup. It's working smoothly, and I think I'm ready to start doing live streams soon. Hopefully get Darren on board too. And yeah, before we get started, please do that. Hit the like button, guys. And let's go ahead and kick things off with just saying happy birthday to the man himself, Zack Snyder. Posted this earlier today. Happy birthday to the boss, Zack Snyder. 2021 is your year. Specifically, March. March is your month, and it's all of our months because we've been waiting for, 3.5 years or so for this. So hyped for Zack Snyder's Justice League. And I saw this posted also on Twitter, and I had to repost it because this is, as I posted here, one of my favorite scenes in all of comic book movies. And it's, of course, the scene with Zack Snyder. It's the scene with young Superman, young Clark Kent, over here on his farm. Just, being an innocent kid, and his father's out here, his father and his mom, out here seeing the potential in him. And it's just such a beautiful scene with, Hans Zimmer's What Are You Gonna Do When You're Not Saving the World anthem going in the background. You get the voiceover of Lois, and it's just a wonderful scene. And I know it's not a bombastic action scene, but I just thought it was brilliant. And you do see Zack Snyder in kind of doing his thing in his he's just in his element, having fun shooting this scene. And I'm curious to know for you guys, what is your favorite Zack Snyder movie? First of all, Man of Steel is my favorite Zack Snyder movie. What is it? If you have a favorite scene, let me know in the comments down below. And my second favorite scene off the top of my head, probably the Rorschach scene in Watchmen. When he's in the prison. I thought that was incredible. There's just too many. That just came up on top of my head for some reason because I've been picking up my old Watchmen graphic novel and just kind of reading through that again. My first graphic novel I've ever picked up, first comic I ever read. So yeah, I'm curious to know what you guys think. So let's get into the first main topic though, guys. First main topic is you see the arrow right there. It's pointed at the man himself, Superman Henry Cavill. And the reason why I am talking about this is because, of course, he has been the subject of a lot of debate and discussion because it was announced recently by Warner Brothers that that Superman was going to be rebooted with J.J. Abrams, Ta-Nehisi Coates as the writer, and they're going to be doing a Superman movie. And it's unclear whether or not Henry Cavill as Clark Kent is going to be recasted, or if they're going to be doing a Calvin Ellis or Val Zod, like I talked about in my last video. I talked about Val Zod. But, just some more thoughts on that. I have no problem if they were going to do a Calvin Harris or Calvin Ellis or Val Zod character. What I do have a problem with is DC having a plethora of black superheroes that they can pull from. If they do it, if they race bend Clark Kent, their most iconic superhero, without even having first given Henry Cavill and our main Superman a proper trilogy, I'm going to be so disappointed, as are the fans. And the fans are already speaking up. And we have Dany Garcia. So if you guys don't know who Dany Garcia is the she is the manager of The Rock, who's going to be playing our Black Adam, and she's also the manager of Henry Cavill. And she posted on Instagram, and I'm actually trying to pull it up right here. She posted on Instagram something very curious. Now, I am trying to find it. I apologize that I thought I had it ready and loaded up. Oh, here we go. So, here we go. So, hopefully you see this right here. It says, Danny Garcia's on Instagram with a filter, holding up her coffee, saying, when you know all the things but can't share because of NDAs, you filter and just say, big things coming. So, a lot of things to talk about in regards to this. So, she posted this, of course, after all the discussion, backlash, and outrage about Henry Cavill not getting his just due as Superman. Don't get me wrong. I like, personally, I know a lot of you guys don't, I like J.J. Abrams. I'm a fan of his. I'm very aware of all the criticisms in regards to his movies and his trilogy specifically. But I am a fan of J.J. Abrams myself. But she does post this. She's aware that many people love Henry Cavill. There's a lot of rumors about people like Henry Cavill being hard to work with. But whether or not Danny Garcia herself and Henry Cavill made the right decision not to appear in the Shazam movie playing a hard bargain. Supposedly he wanted more money, or he wanted to control the Superman franchise, have director's choice for his next movie. Whether or not his playing hardball for the first Shazam movie is up in the air, because obviously they didn't get to put him in the movie. He still has, I think, a movie left on his contract. Maybe that's why he was playing hardball. But she is posting this after all of the outrage, and it feels like she's talking about Henry Cavill. It's not yet for certain that's what they're gonna do, or that's what she's talking about. But you would imagine she's talking about Henry Cavill's Superman. She says, when you know all the things you know but can't share because of NDAs. So maybe there is a plan out there for Henry Cavill, and maybe he does have a future in the DCEU. Now, some of you guys might say, yeah, of course, he's still our Superman. Of course, he's Superman in Zack Snyder's Justice League. They're most likely creating a Superman movie, kind of like they're making a new Batman movie in their own universe. Okay, so there's that, of course, and obviously that is always an option. They could just be making a solo Superman movie. The multiverse exists, and they just want to go ahead and create something fresh that's free from the webs and the entanglement of a shared universe. So that's true. So maybe there is hope there, and I like to think there is hope. Obviously, that's one of the things that Superman's all about, is hope. She says, you filter and say big things are coming. Now, it also could mean that she has big things coming for Henry Cavill. Maybe now that Henry Cavill is out of the role, maybe there's a lot of people saying that he's officially done. Maybe Henry Cavill can move on to bigger things. He can move on to trying to pursue 007. He can move on to pursue other franchises. I think he teased one the other day. Was it Mass Effect? I must apologize. I'm not a huge gamer, guys. I can't remember what he posted about, but it was teasing something else. Maybe he can move on to other franchises. So that could be it as well. But I like to think that Danny Garcia, who tweeted once, the cape is still in the closet, I like to think that there's no bigger role than Superman, and that she's given us just a little bit of a relief, just letting us know that big things are coming. So that's what I hope. I'm really curious to know what you guys think. Do you guys think she's, here it is again, do you guys think she is kind of giving us hope for Superman in the DCEU? Or is she giving us hope, or is she giving us solace that Henry Cavill will be free to do more franchises? After all, he is a very hot commodity. He is the Witcher, after all. He was recently in Mission Impossible 7, and he was so awesome in that movie as the villain. And so I'm really curious to know what you guys think, because the guy, Henry Cavill, man, I heard he's hard. I mean, people apparently say he's hard to work with. Grace Randolph says that, but we all still want to see him there. And WB, if they can't see that, then they're blind. I'm sure they can, but whether or not WB wants to work with him anymore is up in the air. I like to hope that that's what she's talking about. Keeping Superman's cape in the closet, keeping it on him, because I would be devastated if we get a reboot or a different Superman movie without Henry Cavill getting his just due. So let me know what you guys think about that in the comments below. Let's move on to the next topic, and the next topic is going to be Zack Snyder himself. Again, happy birthday to the man, Zack Snyder. Zack was on IGN's FanFest this past weekend, and I gotta admit, guys, I was watching it while I was cleaning out my public storage unit. My public storage unit got busted into, stole like 7 pairs of my shoes, so I was cleaning it out. I'm gonna cancel my public storage. I'm gonna try to get the insurance covered to cover it. Obviously, got a lot of shoes stolen, but I was doing that while listening to the IGN FanFest interview, and to be honest, my takeaway was there was nothing huge that stood out to me because we've been covering Zack Snyder's news on this channel for so long already. So a lot of the stuff that I was, that I was looking forward to, it's really, I think the event was really great anyways, because there's a lot of people who don't know. They're not in the know as much as we are. And, they answered a lot of those same questions that we may have had we not been covering this for the past 2-3 years. So the big things to come out of it, just off the top of my head, again, I'm going off the top of my head, I remember Zack Snyder, one, he did release a kind of sequence, which was pretty awesome. Let me see if I could find it actually on our likes here on Instagram. He released this right here. So it was a video actually. Now the video, it seemed like it was an intro sequence to a TV show. After all, the movie or the Zack Snyder's Justice League movie was actually going to be a 4-part TV series, remember? So it looked like it was a scrapped intro, but it did tell a lot of the details. I don't have the actual video on me right now. Maybe IGN has it. Let's check out IGN. So it was it's like a video kind of depicting all of the characters, and what there was so much symbolism, and it essentially told. I can't find it on IGN. I guess they didn't post it up. Anyways, it kind of told the story of Zack Snyder's Justice League in that intro sequence, which is pretty awesome. We also found out things like Zack Snyder, who, no surprise, knows who was in the pod for Man of Steel. That empty pod. Of course, a lot of us like to think it was Kara and Supergirl, who we just recently learned was casted for The Flash. So congratulations to that actress. Can't remember her name on top of my head. Did a video about it a few videos ago. But yeah, so like we learned things like that. We learned, of course, I think Henry Lennox was even there asking a question like, hey, is it true that I am Martian Manhunter? And of course, Martian Manhunter is going to make an appearance. It's awesome. There's going to be, I guess one of the bigger things that a lot of people were latching on to is the fact that it's going to end on a huge cliffhanger. And as you can see here, Zack Snyder, he just mentions that, here's a quote right here from the interview. Well, it was meant to be 2 more movies. It hints, as you would, at a potential other world. It planted the seeds as I had wanted of what would come in the later films. That's in there. But as far as those stories that would be to come, if it ever happened, which it doesn't look like it would, but I think it's easy to speculate based on that we can talk about that for quite a while. It is a cliffhanger. The movie ends in a massive cliffhanger. Yeah. So again, I apologize if I butchered that quote. I'm over here squinting. Don't have the best eyesight. But a few things. Yes, the movie's going to end on a massive cliffhanger. We kind of knew that. And I kind of love it because it gives the fans something to rally behind, a potential cliffhanger. We're going to be fighting for, a second, third movie, as a restore the Snyderverse movement, if you want to call it that. We're going to be fighting for that. Are we going to get it? It's going to be a long shot, guys, to be honest. But if this does well, if we support it, that's the best thing. And that's the biggest ammunition we have, supporting this movie like we did. We already made the impossible happen. we got the Snyder Cut released, and it's a beautiful thing, and it'll always be a beautiful thing regardless if we don't get more, because it's one of those things that we got, the fans got Hollywood and these big corporations to bulk on this, and we actually got this cut release, and it'll always be a beautiful thing. And the fact that there was going to be more, it's going to be one of those famous Hollywood stories that is going to be talked about forever. So there's always hope. I always think there's always hope. Now Zach over here is just being a realist, saying that I don't think there's going to be later films, but of course I made it with the intention of making more films, so all the hints are there as to what might have been, and it's really quite sad but quite beautiful at the same time. As again, it's just, we put 2 to 3 years of our lives fighting for this. A lot of us, some of you guys, Jay, I know if you're watching out there, you got it tatted on your arm. It's crazy, it's crazy to think about that we're gonna see this movie in 17 days. And one of the biggest things that stuck out to me, obviously, I highly suggest you go check out the stream IGN. They did a great job. I think it was revealed, if I remember correctly, that the second movie was going to be a mostly nightmare scene type of movie, and that just crushes me, because the nightmare sequence is my favorite aspect of BVS, and hopefully what we get out of Justice League. Gosh, the nightmare sequence was just so amazing. It was way ahead of its time when we saw it in theaters. A lot of minds were blown. Some people, it was so blown that they couldn't comprehend what was going on. But for fans like myself and probably many of you, we were looking at that in just a pure amazement, because what is this comic book movie doing? It's reaching far beyond what a normal comic book, a calculated, a really calculated comic book movie would do. It's not the same formula as what you'd see in other comic book movies. It's really reaching out there and doing something big. And the nightmare sequence is just really representative of that. And I thought, man, we need to see more of this. And we were going to see a Justice League 2 essentially end like an Empire Strikes Back. Yes, that would have been amazing. Imagine that, where the heroes kind of are on the losing end of things, and then we go into the third movie knowing that, hey, this is time for the heroes to buckle down, to rally together, and stop Darkseid. Wow, that would have been amazing. So let's hope and let's keep fighting for that. Man, that is amazing. So going more off of Zack Snyder's Justice League, this is going to be a little quick thing. I know it's not in the main topic pictures posted above, but Junkie XL went on to another Junkie, Film Junkies live stream, talked a lot about his score, and even gave us some samples of his score from Justice League, and we learned some great things. Junkie XL, that guy seems like a cool guy, man. I'm glad Dave was able to bring him on. He teased a little bit of Batman's a new theme, which sounds amazing. He revealed that Justice League's score is here's a little image of a little screenshot. Batman is a new scene that Justice League score runs throughout the movie, and that we're going to see multiple renditions of the theme throughout the movie, because there's many scenes in the movie where the pace slows down, and he revealed that the pace slows to build the story, and then it drums back up into a huge action sequence. So you're going to see multiple sequences and themes. He revealed that he kind of worked from ground zero. He scrapped his old score and worked from ground zero for this movie again, which is amazing. So the only person that doesn't really have a main theme is probably the Flash, because he's so involved with other characters, so he doesn't have a main theme himself. But there are a lot of moments where he is going to be really letting loose with his score, and it's amazing. It's going to be the longest score in history, and there's going to be really, really good Ray Fisher Cyborg moments in this movie based on what he was saying. And I highly suggest you check out Dave the Film Junkie's video as well, because it's amazing to hear Junkie XL score. I'm so hyped for him. Let's move on to the last topic of this video. It's getting a little long, I know. Apologize about that. Told you it was going to be feeling like a live stream, but let's move on to Mera. Mera, Amber Heard. Okay, Amber Heard. Now, there's a picture right there that, of course, you're going to see her in. You're going to see Amber Heard in Zack Snyder's Justice League in the Nightmare sequence. I'm glad Zack Snyder is able to realize his vision for this movie. But I'm not going to lie. Amber Heard is not the most liked of people right now. Especially because the whole Johnny Depp situation, knowing the wrongs that were done on her end, as well as Johnny Depp's end, probably, to be fair. But Amber Heard, a lot of people are not fans of her. I've stated in the past that she is someone where, hey, while I might not like her as a person based on some of the recordings I've heard of her talking to Johnny Depp, and I can take her movie role as Mera and separate that from her because she's playing a character. She the greatest actor in the world? No, but she does play a pretty good Mera to me. I did enjoy her as Mera, I'm not going to lie. So one of the things that's happened that I do got to talk about, because it's a big thing on this channel, is that Mera was rumored to be recast by Emilia Clarke. I mean, with Emilia Clarke, obviously from Daenerys from Game of Thrones. She also was, I forget her name, in Solo, Star Wars Story. She was okay in that. She's been mainly just okay in other roles outside of Daenerys Targaryen, who she is the Queen Khaleesi in that movie, and I absolutely love her in that, in Game of Thrones. So, if she was replaced, everyone could see it. There was a lot of fan casting going along with that. But, here we are on Heroic Hollywood. So basically what had happened was that there was an article about Emilia Clarke selling her home in LA. And buried deep in the article is a small line that said, and she is replacing Amber Heard as Mera or something to that effect. And I forget which article it was in. And it wasn't even in the movie section, I think. I forget if it was Variety or Vanity Fair, but correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below, guys. Again, I'm kind of just riffing over here, but that is the story. It was kind of just buried in the article, half-heartedly stated, not really gone into any detail. So a lot of people were talking about that. Is Amber Heard replaced? And, I got to say, guys, there is really no credible sources saying that she is. There have been reports from people like Grace Randolph that she's written into Aquaman, but can be minimized based on whether WB wants to cut her out of the movie a little bit more or not. But yeah, so I wanted to address that because that was a big thing that I forgot to talk about earlier on, and it is indeed a big thing because I think are there in pre-production for Aquaman 2 right now. She was so prominent in Aquaman 1. There was so much potential for her to play a bigger part. But, I guess that's all I have to say about Mera. Let me know what you guys think. Would you want her replaced as her role as Mera? To be honest, I think she could be replaced. But, I'm not one to wish... I'm not going to lie. Don't like her as a person. She got replaced. I wouldn't be crying any tears, but I am excited to see more Mera in Zack Snyder's Justice League. So it's kind of weird. I'm kind of in a weird place here. Let me know where you guys are standing on that position in the comments down below. Thank you guys for watching. That's going to be all for us today. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, we're going to do reading the comments soon, live stream soon. Stay tuned. Thanks, guys. Catch you guys later. Peace.